Welcome to the Battle Drill Devotional Podcast with Captain Rob Westwood-Payne.
Today is Thursday, the 7th of December. This week on the Battle Drill Daily Devotional Podcast, we explore the wisdom that Jesus, our wonderful counselor, gives us. Our Bible reading today is taken from James chapter 1 and verses 5 to 8. If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking. But when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. Such people should not expect to receive anything from their Lord. Their loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. Amen. Life is filled with ups and downs, and sometimes we find ourselves in the midst of challenging circumstances. During these times, it's natural to feel overwhelmed and uncertain about how to navigate through the crisis. However, as believers, we have a source of wisdom that is readily available to us: God himself. In Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, the prophet announces that Jesus Christ, the Messiah, will be our wonderful counselor, a source of wisdom that is beyond our human understanding. His announcement was first of all made to a people in crisis, facing conflict, exile, and misled by their rulers. In our passage today, the Bible encourages us to ask God for wisdom when we face trials. If you need wisdom, James writes, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking. This passage reminds us that God is always ready to provide us with the wisdom we need, especially in times of crisis. When we find ourselves in a rough patch, it's crucial to turn to God and to seek his guidance. In finding wisdom in times of crisis, we acknowledge our dependence on him and invite him to work in our lives. God's wisdom goes beyond mere knowledge or human understanding. It encompasses divine insight and discernment, enabling us to make wise choices and navigate through difficult circumstances with grace and strength. By seeking and finding wisdom in times of crisis, we open up ourselves to his divine perspective and allow him to guide our steps. As we ask God for wisdom, it's essential to approach him with faith and trust. James warns against doubting when we seek God's wisdom, for a doubting heart is tossed by the waves of uncertainty. Instead, let us come before God with confidence, knowing that he is faithful to answer our prayers and to provide us with the wisdom we need. So, in times of crisis, remember to turn to God for wisdom. Ask him what he wants you to learn from the situation and how he wants you to respond. Finding wisdom in times of crisis, trust in his faithfulness, and believe that he will guide you through the storm. You may want to go deeper with these thoughts today, in which case this question may help you. How can you actively seek God's wisdom in your current crisis? And what steps can you take to trust in his guidance? I hope to see you tomorrow for the last of this week's Battle Drill Daily Devotionals, as we look at the true measure of wisdom found in our relationships and character.
If you would like to subscribe to Captain Rob's Battle Drill devotional, wherever you choose to listen to podcasts, or if you'd like to receive them direct to your inbox, head to www.equippinghispeople.com/devotional and follow the instructions.